This year's State of Downtown is different than we've done it in the past. Before we told stories in silos, we would talk about housing and we would talk about safety and we would talk about business. But downtown doesn't move like that. That's not our secret sauce. We don't move like that, and neither should our data. And so we built it together this year. This was a collective report so that we could build and ensure that we had the data that could move the needle. 5 years ago, when I took this role, we were getting into COVID. And at that point, we didn't know when it was going to end. We didn't know what downtowns would be. And we talked about every headline talking about the doom of downtowns. We engaged an organization at that time called the Urban Land Institute to help us map a blueprint. They toured, they met with many of you, they listened, they told us what many of us already knew. And you know what that is. We have amazing assets. And they said at the same time, they're not connected. But we brought them in here to map that blueprint. We heard the message loud and clear. We took that blueprint to the state, thank you to the partners who helped us do that, and was awarded $35 million to help us catalyze development in downtown. That was a signal that downtown Baltimore is worth investing in.
None of that can happen in isolation. We need all of the people in this room to really lean in and help us reach the goals that we have set for our city. And when I look at this room, when I see the energy in this room, when I talk to people in the pre-meeting outside, you can feel that sense of pride and that sense of urgency that we have around this city to help it reach its full potential and to ensure that we can make Baltimore the greatest city that it can be.
My message is get involved. What's happening right now in Baltimore is so extraordinary. Now, I'm a young man, I'm only 45, but I'm sure that in those years, again, it's a short list of places and cities where this level of collaboration and engagement around a singular topic has happened. I sense it intuitively that this is a moment. And so I think that it's not about the people who are in government or the people who are in the design world, it's everybody has a stake.
It's everybody.
And this is the time to get engaged because we can create something new that's our own. But the only way that happens so that it's right is if everyone's voice is in the mix somehow.
Absolutely. Tourism is rising, you'll see in the report, because of what we are doing collectively. Baltimore welcomed 27.5 million visitors. That's up nearly 3% from last year, garnering $4 billion in spending. Downtown alone, we welcomed 7.3 million of those visitors. Collaboration drives us forward, from the Orioles and Ravens games, Pier 6 concerts, the Hippodrome, National Aquarium, and if you've not seen our new wetlands exhibit, you should. We have Port Discovery, the Reginald F. Lewis Museum, both of them have events coming up soon. We have to support us. They are in our downtown.
I think the things that always stand out, and you're right, you have your assets and you have your challenges, and how do you use your assets and your strength to support your challenges?
We didn't just reduce squeegee activity by force. We did it making sure they had jobs. We did it making sure that we were thoughtful in the way that we did it. We did it in a way that's more sustainable. And those conversations were hard, and they took a lot, and we felt it. But what we know is we achieved together an 85% reduction in squeegee-related activities in those target areas. This model works, and if y'all don't give that a round of applause, please. That's our secret sauce. It's the collaboration, because when we work like this, and I say it often, 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2 anymore. It's supposed to equal 5. We know the impact of that. We have the assets, we have the energy, we have the believers, we have the artists, we have it all. But you heard Governor Moore earlier, we have the assets. Do we have the strategy?
Well, the next step is really for us to realize that the time for slow progress is over. right? As Shalonda always says, this is downtown's moment and we can't miss it. We have an alignment that we haven't had in a long time, and quite frankly, that we may never have again. We have to make sure that we're implementing
Maximize.
all 39 parts of those action plans, those points that we have. We have to focus relentlessly on continuing to do the things that we're doing on public safety and cleanliness, all of those things that we have to do every single day. We got to maximize really this $7 billion of investment. We have to maximize that now. This really is Baltimore's moment to make sure that its downtown, our downtown, has its second renaissance that will be greater than the first. But the only way that we do that is together, and the only way to do that is now. Every day, every single moment, focusing relentlessly on what we can do to make downtown rise, because when downtown thrives, so does all the folks.